So today we're going to try and unravel something lots of English learners find tricky. That difference between using will and using going to when you're talking about the future.
Yeah, it seems simple, but the nuances are, well, they're quite important for sounding natural.
Exactly. And we've got a great source today. It's basically a lesson that breaks it all down, lots of examples, even a little quiz later on.
Oh, good. Quizzes help.
Yeah. So the mission, our goal for you listening, is to get you feeling really clear on when to use which one. Hopefully you'll feel, more confident using them.
Sounds like a plan. Where do we start? With will.
Let's do it. Okay, so will. The source really emphasizes that we use will for decisions made like right now, spontaneously.
The classic spur-of-the-moment decision. No real prior thought went into it.
Yeah, exactly. Like the example they give. I'm tired. I think I'll go to bed early.
Right. You didn't wake up thinking, tonight I'm going to bed early. You just feel tired now, so you decide now.
Perfect. Or the phone rings. You just react, right? I will answer it.
Yeah, I'll get it. Same thing. It's a reaction, not some item on your schedule.
Okay, so that's the core idea.
Yeah.
But will does a bit more heavy lifting too, doesn't it? The source mentions other uses.
It does. Offers, for instance.
Right. Like, oh, that looks heavy. I'll help you.
Exactly. A spontaneous offer made right then and there, and promises too.
Yeah. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. Promise.
The commitment is made at that moment of speaking, using will.
And finally, predictions. Like a general prediction.
Yeah, like it will rain tomorrow. Maybe based on the forecast, maybe just a feeling. It's not necessarily based on seeing dark clouds right this second.
Okay, that makes sense. So will is immediate decisions, offers, promises, general predictions. Got it.
Pretty much. Now let's contrast that with going to.
Right. So the source says going to is for stuff you've already decided before you even start talking about it.
That's the key difference. Pre-existing plans. Intentions you already had.
Okay, like their example. I'm going to start a new book this weekend.
See? That sounds like something you've thought about. Maybe you bought the book, or at least decided, this weekend is book time.
It implies a plan is already in place.
Definitely. Or, we're going to visit Grandma next Sunday.
That sounds very planned, like it's on the calendar.
Exactly. It's scheduled, arranged beforehand. So, going to, for those prearranged things.
Okay, but then there's that other use of going to for predictions. How does that differ from predictions with will?
Good question. The source points out that going to is used for predictions when there's like present evidence.
Yeah.
Something you can see or sense right now that points to the future event.
Evidence, like?
Well, the classic example they give is, look at those clouds, it's gonna rain.
Okay. So you see the big, dark, stormy clouds now, and that's why you say it's gonna rain.
Precisely. Your prediction is based directly on what you're observing in the present moment. It feels much more certain, or at least immediately likely, because of that evidence.
So it's not just a general guess like, it will rain tomorrow. It's based on the now.
Exactly. The evidence makes it feel imminent or highly probable.
Okay, this is becoming clearer. So if we had to boil it down to a quick tip, like a rule of thumb from the source.
Well, the core idea is decide now. Probably will. Already decided before. Probably going to.
That seems like a really useful starting point for most situations.
It covers a lot of ground, yeah.
Okay, let's test this out. The source had that mini quiz. We should probably go through it.
Good idea. Let's reinforce it.
All right, first one. Situation. Someone falls over right in front of you. You'd say, she just fell. I help her. What goes in the blank?
That's gotta be will, right? I will help her.
And why will?
Because it's immediate, a reaction, a spontaneous offer triggered by seeing her fall. You didn't plan to help someone fall down today.
Makes sense. Okay, next. We watch a movie tonight. We've already picked one.
The clue is we've already picked one. That screams plan. So we are going to watch a movie tonight.
Yeah, the decision was made before. Perfect. Third one. I think he loved this book.
I think that sounds like an opinion, maybe a prediction, but not based on immediate evidence.
Right.
So I'd go with will. I think he will love this book. It's your general belief about his future reaction.
Okay, good. And the last one, look at this guy. It's snow.
Look at the sky. That's the key phrase.
That's an evidence.
Exactly, like the dark clouds. So prediction based on evidence means it is going to snow.
Fantastic. Yeah, those examples really help clarify the difference in practice.
They do. Seeing it in context makes a big difference.
Now, the source also included like a final summary table, which is super helpful. Shall we quickly run through that?
Yeah, let's consolidate. That table's a neat overview.
Okay, point one, deciding on the spot, The table says use.
Will. Definitely not going to. That's just what we said. Spontaneous stuff.
Right. Point 2. Plan something before speaking.
That's going to, and not will. Again, reinforces the pre-existing intention idea.
Yep. 3rd, making predictions from evidence.
Going to, like the clouds or the sky suggesting snow, not will in this specific case.
Got it. 4th point, making general predictions. This one was slightly more nuanced. Right?
Yeah, the table mainly points to will, which fits, it'll probably be fine, or the sun will rise, general beliefs.
But it mentioned going to could sometimes work too.
Right. It's less common for purely general opinions, but if the prediction is based on a known trend or general knowledge that feels quite solid, sometimes people use going to, like based on the economy, prices are going to keep rising. It's not immediate evidence, but it's a strong expectation based on current patterns. But yeah, will is more typical for just like an opinion about the future.
Okay, that clarifies the slight fuzziness there. And the final point in the table, promises and offers.
That's firmly in the will camp. I'll help. I promise I won't. Made right now.
Okay, brilliant. So wrapping this specific point up then, the absolute core takeaway seems to be about timing, right? When was the thought formed?
Exactly. Is it forming now as you speak? Use will. Was it already formed before you started speaking? Use going to. That's the fundamental distinction.
So for you listening, when you're about to talk about the future, maybe just take a split second. Ask yourself, did this idea just pop into my head or was it already there?
That little internal check can make a big difference.
And thinking about that leads to maybe a final thought for you to chew on.
Yeah.
Well, think about how these small words, will and going to, aren't just about conveying future time. They actually tell you something about the speaker, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. You get a sense of their mindset.
Right. Are they planning ahead? Are they reacting spontaneously? How certain do they feel, especially with those evidence-based predictions using going to?
It adds another layer. So maybe think about this. As you get better at noticing why someone chooses will or going to, how might that change how you understand not just the words, but the person speaking them, their intentions, their level of preparedness? It's quite subtle, isn't it?
It really is. Something interesting to keep an ear out for.